Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode on Green Ninja Overtime, the only podcast in the world with no editing, no BS, all raw footage filmed and uploaded just like that. I believe this is episode 13. Yeah, 13, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm very excited for today's video because today's going to be a longer podcast, so grab some popcorn, grab a drink, pop a squat, and enjoy the podcast. So, big topic we're talking about today, and I say this quite a lot, right? I say that normally we have something very exciting to talk about, big but, haha. But there is something serious more on the topics this time, and that is, why did I quit my job? Why, you might ask? Why did I quit my stable job, my stable 9 to 5, even though my schedule was 12 to 6? Why did I quit my stable 12 to 6 job, having a stable salary, earning around $200 per week? Why did I do that? Many factors. The main reason is because of YouTube. As if you guys haven't guessed already, that's the main reason. Always, everything I do for this channel is dedicated to here. So therefore, a lot of things I want to say is, first off, again, mainly because of YouTube, I want to focus all my time on developing this, not only this channel, but the gaming review channel, especially since I just started a new channel, the music channel, last week. Shameless plug, but subscribe. But now that I have like 3 more channels, I just wanted to devote all my time to it and developing it before August, before I have to head back to school. So therefore, that's the main reason why I quit my job. There's a bunch more factors. A lot of them are negative. I don't want to whine, but again, a lot of you ask why. Some of you guys didn't get the full story. A lot of my friends didn't know the whole reason why I quit and everything. So I want to say that I've worked there for 3 months. Started back in March 18th, ended on June 18th. So therefore, exactly 3 months. I was gonna work this to be my last week. I was actually gonna end it off all the way till the end of June, but then I was like, something happened, the previous week prior, and I said, you know what? No, I'm done. I'm not working till the end of June, just till the end of next week. So there were many factors. The reason why I started working in the first place was because back in March, when the whole coronavirus situation started, I knew I was gonna be bored. I didn't know what I was gonna do at home. So therefore, I said, let's find something to do, right? I don't want to be stuck at home all day doing nothing. And that was before I fully dedicated myself to these videos, right, to the channel. So I was like, let's get a job. So I decided to work there, and everything was fine, right? Everything seemed good, and I was getting paid a lot, especially with bonuses, because we were working during a pandemic, and our safety was involved, our personal health. So in the end, what happened was, I was working a lot of hours, right? I started at 24 hours a week, and then gradually we had less and less people, so they raised my hours up to like 28 hours, 32, 38, and then all the way to 40 hours. And by the way, I'm a part-time employee working a full-time shift, basically, which was incredible. So I was making bank, right? I was working around 40 hours for like 3 weeks straight, getting super tired, but I was making a lot of money. I was making like $400 a week, and everything seemed nice. Everything seemed good. And then they started slowly cutting everyone's hours. But again, not a lot of people were getting hired. But then a lot of people were quitting. The people that got hired with me back in March, a lot were quitting, and I didn't understand why. Afterwards, I found out it was all because of unfair treatment, and I would have found out personally as well due to me experiencing that later on down the road. But, everybody started slowly quitting, and not really a lot of new people popped up. So therefore, but they're still cutting people's shifts. So therefore, I understand they gave me less hours. I got cut down to like 28 and then 24. And then like my last couple weeks for the past month pretty much has been working 18-hour shifts, making around only $200, which is still better than a lot of places out there. A lot of places just pay minimum wage at like $8 an hour. I was getting paid $13.75 an hour. So therefore, that's good money. That's good money. And the reason I quit was seriously because of the treatment there. It's horrid. It's bad. That's all I could say. That's the only reason why. Otherwise, I would have stayed. And a lot of factors led into this. And let me just tell you, by the end of April, literally a little over a month, almost 2 months, everybody that was hired with me back in March quit. I was the only hired back in March. So I was the oldest person there because, like I said, they weren't hiring anybody until the pandemic and quarantine started. So therefore, everybody that was hired with me back in March when this all madness began was gone. They either left, some of them got fired, but most of them left, and I was the only one left. So therefore, probably around May, that's when new people start popping up. But they didn't last long either. The new people that got hired in May, they lasted for 2 weeks and then they quit again. Nobody wanted to work there. Nobody wanted to tolerate that workplace because it was horrible. I mean, we are more of an upscale, high-end store where I was working at, and a lot of things that we strive on the company policy is to provide excellent service, which we do. We provide good service to the customers. But however, the treatment from employee to employee, coworkers, was horrible. It was unfair. There was a manager that, when the quarantine all started, he took a leave for his own personal safety. But when he came back, he worked for like a week and then he quit. This manager was there for like a long time. There was also people that have been working since December. Right before I left, they said they're quitting too. They're gonna quit soon. And there was someone who's working there for like 5 years. They're quitting. It's just become unbearable. It's a horrible workplace experience for the employees. They seem to have favorites, and basically, if you're a new hire, you're getting all the workload put on you. And they're more flexible people that have been working there for a long time instead. Not only because of seniority, but because they're trying to help each other out. Like management. Management is the worst part about that place. They suck. The managers would help each other out over and over again, even if they know it was wrong. They're always looking out for each other's backs, and we just we didn't have it. So therefore, a lot of us decided to leave. Finally, it pushed me to the breaking point, and I said, screw it. I'm not going to work here anymore. The treatment's horrible. And with YouTube, with the opportunity YouTube is offering right now, and me being able to post full-time and consistently post videos, I said, why not? I have a good reason to go out and not be there anymore and tolerate them and still be able to enjoy what I'm doing, since I'm dedicating myself now fully to YouTube and to these channels. So therefore, that's why I decided to quit. Mainly not because of the pay or anything. Like, the pay was good. I was still making more money than a lot of people out there were. And I had a stable job, yes. I had a stable shift in the end. But it just didn't end well. And what made it worse was all my shifts in the end, once it became stable, was all in the afternoon. And all the people that were giving everyone mistreatment was mostly in the afternoon shifts. And everybody in the morning shifts were usually fine. Everything was usually A-okay and chilled, but once it got to the afternoon, it was hectic. Like, for an example, for the past, 2 weeks, we're so understaffed because so many people that got hired would immediately quit. We were so understaffed to the point where there was only 3, this is what we call them, courtesy clerks. They're usually, which is what I was in the end. We were baggers, we were cart pushers, we would sometimes help with janitorial stuff. So therefore, we did a lot of duties, like pretty much all around, right? We're like the all-purpose employees, if you will. And basically, what happened was, in the afternoon shift, there would only be 3 courtesy clerks left in the whole store, all the way till closing time. One would be out pushing carts. Usually, when you have a shift, you push carts twice, and each cart shift is around an hour long. So therefore, there will be one person out pushing carts, one person, usually 2 people inside, and most usually, if management does okay with shifts and planning and everything, there's supposed to be 2 people that are bagging, so that way the lines don't get super long and stressful. But they always like switch one of them out to like restock or go do something else around the store, which leaves one person bagging. And that one person would always be me. And usually there will be 2 lines open. And guess what? I have to run back and forth constantly bagging for 2 lines when there's one of me, which was stressful. And they would keep pushing me. They say, go faster, go faster. Like, I'm trying to go as fast as I can. That's what she said. But, it just didn't end well, right? And the breaks, weren't consistent. Like, you're supposed to work 3 hours and you get a 10-minute break, right? Guess what? I've worked a full shift before without getting a single break. Unfair. So therefore, that was horrible. Same with lunches. They're horrible. A lunch usually is an hour long for everyone if you work an 8-hour shift. And lunches, if you were supposed to take it at 12, they wouldn't be on top of that. You would probably take it at 2, I've seen, and people are just getting annoyed by it. There are many people that were working in other departments that have been working there for years that decide to retire, mainly because of the current situation of the virus for personal safety reasons, but some retire based on just the work experience. A lot of them quit, and a lot of them actually went to Tesla to work now. So therefore, it's really bad. Like, besides, the customers were all great. They were super, super nice, and they're the best part of the experience. Normally, when you're in a workplace, the customers are the bad part, but they're great. I've never had such, like, great clientele that I've worked for, and it's great. It's just the experience there that's horrible. Like, the pay was good. The customers were great. The service that we provided was on point. Even the people that we hate, everybody provided great service to each and every customer. However, the mutual relationship, the mutual working relationship between each coworker and management was horrible. And at that point, it was basically management and the employees that have been there for years up against us, the new hires and the ones who have been working there for probably less than half a year. So therefore, it was all of us up against management and everything, and we can't do anything about it because management is helping each other out, and it was, unfair, and we just decided we're not going to tolerate it enough, and a lot of us just decided to leave, either to work somewhere else. A lot of people got this as a second job anyway, so therefore, even if they quit, they had another job that they were working at, so therefore they were fine. A lot of people quit to work over at Tesla because the Tesla Gigafactory at our state is currently hiring like crazy, so therefore a lot of people are gonna like applying at Tesla and working there. Some of them are going to other stores or restaurants, and they're working there since things are opening back up. A lot of them just quit because they have other jobs already, so therefore this was a side job. So therefore a lot of people quit, and it really didn't even affect them at all, considering this place. But we were just really glad to get rid of it. 2 really nice coworkers of mine that were new hires with me back in March, they worked at UPS, and they were the second to last. Besides me, they were the last people that were hired with me back in March, and they left. And therefore, like, the last day they left, they all told me that they were going to miss me, and they wished me good luck. I did the same to them, and it got unbearable. So therefore, I decided, you know what, I'm done. And honestly, I was planning to work there till August when school starts again, but obviously that didn't happen. And I even thought that before, when I had the mindset of working all the way till August, I'd say, oh, when school starts, I'll probably work weekends, or if not, I'll quit, and then I'll, just work again next summer or anything, but I don't think I want to work in that store anymore. Like, the company is fine. I worked for Rayleigh's, which is a supermarket, if you guys don't know. But the company was all fine, I have nothing against the company, nothing against, like, the company name and brand and everything. It's all good. What I have against is the people in the store. We all had it against them. We all didn't hate the store. We all didn't hate the company. We just hated the people there. So if I were to work at a Rayleigh's again, I would probably work at a different one, at a different location. But other than that, everything else was fine. So therefore, that's the only reason why I quit my job. There was a lot of negative things added onto it, and the final push was just me thinking how much I could get done if I was dedicating myself fully to YouTube. Like 7 days, I have complete control on posting videos and making videos for you guys. So that was the final push. That was the final thing encouraging me, saying, "Do you know what? Just do YouTube right now. Try and be successful at it instead of, suffer, I guess." Because seriously, I would lose motivation more and more every day I show up. Because I'm wondering, every day I show up to work, what's going to happen to me now? What are they going to ask me to do? What are they going to require me out of my pay grade, like above my pay grade? So therefore, I was like, I'm done. And a lot of them were asking me, like, they all act super nice when any of us wants to quit. Like, they're trying to keep us there. They're like, "Oh, what's the reason?" or anything. I didn't want to say anything. Like, I'll just leave it. Let bygones be good bygones, right? So therefore, I didn't want to give any reason and turn it into a big deal. So therefore, I just said, I just gotta go. Personal reasons, and opportunities have shown up, and they're like, all right. So therefore, that's why I quit. That's the bottom line. Main motivation for you guys to make content for you all, but a lot of it really led up to it, and it wasn't even tiring, like physically tiring. It wasn't physically tiring at work anyways, because again, they kept cutting hours down all the way to 18. So therefore, I wasn't tired, like, or getting sore from work. I was getting mentally tired, though, of everyone there. So therefore, I was like, let's just go with how I feel right now and try and explore and try my best at this YouTube career. That is why I quit my 12 to 6 job, having a stable salary and a consistent shift every week. And it's all because of the people, nothing else. Not the customers, not my paychecks. It's just the unfair treatment of how they treated everyone there, all the new hires, and that's it. So therefore, everyone from March that was hired with me is now officially all gone, because I was the last one to quit from back then. And by back then, meant from a couple months back. Everyone else now is new hires, and again, every day, I'm not even kidding, there was about a week straight. Every day, people were getting hired, people were immediately leaving, and I don't mean the people that just got hired. I meant the other new hires that worked there for a couple days. They just left immediately. So therefore, it's probably still happening. But like I said, I don't want to associate myself with that store or the people again. And I wish all the new hires the best of luck. And I hope this treatment stops against them as well. So hopefully everything is going well there, and hopefully nothing bad is, happening. But regardless, again, nothing against the company, nothing against their brand. Again, I would work there again, not at that store, but definitely at another location. I would be down for that. And yeah. So again, that's the reason why. So hopefully you guys enjoy this podcast. It was a little bit of a longer one, but this was just my experience and everything in the last 3 months. And hopefully now I can dedicate more and more times to producing more content for you, which I'm very excited for, because I have a bunch of videos coming along the way, mostly on the gaming review channel now, because I have a lot of product coming in, and I have quite a few to film. So therefore, stay tuned on the gaming review channel because uploads are going to be happening a lot more consistently on there. Trying to, like I said, build that channel back up. And also, don't forget to check out the music channel. And again, shameless plug, but check out the music channel and subscribe to it if you haven't done so already. First music video should be up by the end of this week, hopefully, when the ring light comes in, after I do a review on it. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you all so much for watching this podcast. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to drop a like on it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Click that notification bell. Share it with your friends and family. Comment down below if you ever had a bad experience at work or if you've ever quit your job for YouTube. I know a lot of YouTubers out there quit their job, dropped out of school for YouTube, but have any of you guys, were upcoming YouTubers that decided to quit your job to pursue your YouTube career full time? Let me know. I would love to hear some of those stories because I know I'm not the only one out there. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, I will see you guys on the next podcast. Peace.